Hey, so I wanted to make bread today. I don't know why, I just have this energy to make bread today. So I found a, looks like a good recipe online. And here's the dough. So what this dough consists of now is approximately 3.5 cups of flour, or 500 grams is what the recipe said, about half a tablespoon of dry yeast, or 7 grams, I believe the recipe said, and 5 grams of salt. I may have switched those two amounts around. Definitely half a tablespoon of yeast. I can't remember if it was 5 grams or 7 grams. But I'm having the link to the recipe in this video anyway. So you can, if you don't want to use half a tablespoon of yeast and want to do it in grams, you can check that link. And then 350 milliliters or about 1.5 cups of water. And just mix it all up in here. And of course, warm water in order to activate that yeast. Not too hot because you don't want to kill the yeast. And then just mix it up and kind of put it in this thing here. So according to the recipe, the next step is to brush canola oil, it looks like, over top of it. So the recipe's in French, so I'm doing my best to both translate it and kind of follow the recipe, the video, and just pretty much what I know, use what I know about bread as well. So that's kind of why it's kind of, the conversions are not perfect necessarily, and why it's kind of a little choppy maybe, but yeah. Luckily this recipe does have, also list the recipe and the ingredients down below, so I can easily like read it and translate it a lot easier that way than trying to listen to what they say. So that at least is a good thing. So the next step is, after you cover it lightly in oil, is to put it in a bowl, cover it with saran wrap or plastic wrap. Sorry, no brand names. Plastic wrap. Cover it with plastic wrap and put it in a warm-ish area to allow it to rise for 30 minutes. Okay, so it rose a bit more. You can see it's a little bit bigger here. So literally, take it, cut it into make two separate balls, fold it up individually in a floured towel in a bowl, and let rise for another 30 minutes. Told you, lots of waiting. Okay, so this next step is interesting. So what you're supposed to do is take them and kind of reform them, kind of stretch out the developing glutes and a little bit here, and reform them into balls, as you can kind of see here. And then score them. You're then supposed to sprinkle them with a little bit of water so they don't dry out. This is the part that I'm unsure about. Cover them with, obviously, oven-safe glass bowls. I don't know how that'll work out, but we'll find out. And put it in the oven for about 30 minutes at the conversion wasn't exact, but I'm going to be putting it in for 445 degrees Fahrenheit. The conversion is in Celsius in the video, which converts to 446. So yeah, we'll see how this works out. Okay, little tip I learned. Make sure the bowl is big enough that, you know, it doesn't actually cover the perfectly cover the bread roll, because it will expand, and if it's not floured or buttered or whatever down, it will also stick. So I'm gonna see how I can get this out. Wish me luck. Well, I got one of them out with minimal incense. Didn't quite get that nice cut though that I was hoping for, but somewhat shaped. Oops! Yeah, this is the last time I'm going to be making it that way, that's for sure. Bread that way. I mean, it looks like it's good though. So the next step was to, once the bowls come off, hopefully you don't have, hopefully a lot easier than mine did. Bigger bowls, bigger bowls. Then we put them back in for another 15 minutes. Okay, so here it is, all nice and done. Turned out really well, other than the little mishap. But I mean, it's nice and golden. It feels good. So let's give it a taste. Oh yeah, look at that nice soft interior there. There's the heel. Oh, nice hard crust. So soft interior. And it smelled so good too. A little balsamic and olive oil to dip in. That may not look like it because of that little mishap, but that definitely tastes like the type of bread that you would get at some fine dining restaurants. And it really isn't that hard to make in general. You know, yeah. Really, other than that, as I said, other than that one mishap, it really actually is which is pretty easy to fix. It's pretty easy to make. And it's like restaurant quality crispy bread. It's awesome. And I also made a little drink. So this is cointrino, I think is how it's pronounced. Bellini mix from work, the slush mix from work, sparkling water, and mint. That green stuff floating in there is julienne mint, which is also very good. So there we go. Cheers.